The chapter starts with Manager Kim pointing a gun on his fucking nuts, and look at his expression. Bro is terrified. I mean, who won't? And then he spills all the truth and says I'm not a minor. And he says if you shoot doesn't, this makes you a criminal. And Manager Kim don't care. He shoot well. Not on his nuts, but on his thigh. Then he starts screaming like crazy and says, call the ambulance, manager. Kim says I'm leaving you alive because I think Minji is still alive. Otherwise, I would have killed every single one of you. Your family, your friends, everyone, anyone who lay a finger on my daughter, I don't care who are they, I'm coming for them. Then Manager Kim takes his phone also, and right after that a message pops up which says, the body you bring. We loaded her on ship and we confirmed that she's dead, so Minji is actually dead. After reading this, Manager Kim starts to cry, then he controls himself and types something in group chat. And he calls them. This guy was about to take the call, but the leader stopped him and says, don't pick it up, it's police. First of all, delete the group chat and throw away the mobile phone. Then we come to Manager Kim, and we see that group chat is deleted. Manager Kim turn around and ask that guy what this means, huh? Manager Kim asked him to reconnect with the group chat, and he says he can't. But Manager Kim didn't listen and says, I don't care. Do it right now. Then we see Manager Kim has been stabbed, and who did that? It's this loser. And he says, hey, I stabbed him. We are good now, right? I don't have any depth now, right? Then we see Manager Kim is fine. This fucking loser can't even stab the guy who isn't even looking at you. First, this guy took a loan he can't pay, then sell his daughter, then to save his life. He was ready to sacrifice his daughter. After seeing that Manager Kim is not stabbed, this guy is fucking terrified again, and Manager Kim was actually about to stab him. But before he could do that, police came and stopped Manager Kim. Even police is scared after seeing Manager Kim, then the scene shift, and we come to the police station. And those guys were trying to put all the blame on Manager Kim, and come to Manager Kim. He didn't said a single word yet. They try to check Manager Kim background, but couldn't find anything. Then they try to search him by his fingerprint, and they see that Manager Kim profile is banned, and everyone is confused that what is happening. Then those guys are started yapping again, and this guy kicks Manager Kim. He fell from the chair, then he starts to kick on his face. They are trying to stop him, but they are not being able to stop him. Then this guy says, bring them right now. Then we see these two big guys pull up and stop this guy. Then Manager Kim phones start to ring. This police officer picks it up and sees that it's Manager Kim daughter. And as soon as Manager Kim listened to this, he gets serious. A police officer trying to help Manager Kim, but he sees that Manager Kim already opened his handcuffs. The guy who with the police officer turning around, and he sees that everyone has been beaten up. But before he could react, Manager Kim came behind him. Manager Kim pin him into the wall and tells him to stay silent. Then he answers the call and says hello Minji, but no one answered him and the call gets cut. Manager Kim tried to call back, but Minji mobile has been switched off. Manager Kim gets angry and get out of police station, but he knows one thing, that Minji is still alive right now. Then after some time a higher up came here and he was shouting that you can't even stop one guy. Then a guy comes here. At first he was also shouting on him, but then this guy show his badge and that police officer gets calm. Then that guy grabs color of that higher up and starts slapping him. And we get to know this guy is from National Special Operations. His code name is Groundhog. Well, he's not here alone. He's bring his team with him, and he asked his team member, are you sure that guy was here right now? And he says yes. Code 66 got his background checked here. Then that guy says trace his family. And they get Minji and Manager Kim location. Then Group Hog says Manager Kim is not an idiot. He might have thrown his phone, but then that guy says no, he's going somewhere. Groundhog also gets shocked. Then he asks where he's going. Then he says he's going to some kind of taekwondo gym. Then we come to that gym and see a guy is training some kids. He see Manager Kim and sit with him, and we get to know that his name is Hansu Seong. And many people says it's Johan's father because they both have Seong in their names. Well, I don't know. You guys can tell me what you think. Then we get to know that him and Manager Kim are old friends, and he says there will be something important that you are here, and Manager Kim says Minji is dead. Hansu gets so shocked and says what? Manager Kim says I'm not confirmed. I get a call, but I couldn't be able to pick it on time, and I'm sitting waiting for the call. I guess it's an abduction. She might be desperate. Then Hansu says that means. And Manager Kim says yes, there are people chasing me also, and we see they already reached the gym. Manager Kim says please forgive me, but I couldn't think of anyone else right now. Hansu think about it and says, do you remember when you saved Taehan? He would have been dead, but he survived because of you, so that's why I'm helping you, and I understand what you are feeling right now. But before I help you, let me tell those kid to go home. They both goes to tell those kid to go home, but then a kid says a monster is chasing me, and we see that monster is none other than Groundhog. As soon as Hansu see him, he throws a kick on his face, but he blocked it, but couldn't block the second second kick, then he'd tell that kid to go home, then Groundhog try to hit a punch. But Manager Kim stops him and says, there are kids here. Groundhog see Manager Kim. Oh, so you are Code 66, but before he do anything else, Manager Kim rotate him in the air and Hansu kick on his face and beat everyone in his team. Also, some guys recognize Hansu and they say, is he really Hansu Seong? He's a legendary athlete of Taekwondo. He's so good in Taekwondo that even North Korea invited him to play by their side, then he'd beat them all. And Hansu and Manager Kim running from Groundhog team. While running, Hansu asks Manager Kim, do you want anything? And he says, yeah, I want a bunker. And we see Hansu bring a van which is very high-tech. Manager Kim asks for this because he wants to trace Minji location. And Manager Kim succeed to get her location and they both reach that location. Then Hansu asks, Manager Kim, did you check the location correctly? And we see that they are standing outside a high school, and this is the worst high school of this area. Then a guy starting yapping in front of them, and he says, it's not cosplay competition, and 4 crews are getting united today, so get out of here. Manager Kim listened to him and says, all right, we are going in. They both heads inside, and Manager Kim says the call got traced at the first floor of centermost building. Then that gangster try to stop Manager Kim, but Manager Kim grabs his hand and throw him into the ground, then ask him Minji Kim. She has red hair, she's wearing a red tie, and she has phone with heart keychain. Do you know her? If you don't know her, get out of here or I will kill you because I don't have time right now. Then we come inside the school and this guy was saying it's very noisy outside, and there's another guy here who's saying, I told them it's an important meeting so stay quiet. And this guy is the head of this gang. His name is Seong Ho Shin. Then we come to Manager Kim and we see he's beating everyone like it's nothing to him. How strong is this guy? Everyone is shocked after seeing Manager Kim's strength. With just one punch, he sent 3 guys flying through the air. These guys, who are from different groups, are watching him. Then Hansu comes behind them and asks, we are looking for a girl named Minji. Have you seen her? A guy comes up behind Hansu, but Hansu sends him and with quick reflexes lands a kick on him. He then says, you guys are like my son, so I was trying to hold back. He's also going through puberty. Then they try to attack Hansu with knives, but they can't even touch Hansu. He dodges them so easily. Then another guy comes along. He's the vice head of their crew and carries an axe with him. However, with just a few attacks, Hansu beats the crap out of him and says, it's cheating. You shouldn't bring an axe with you. Then we see Manager Kim, who's almost inside the building. 2 guards were standing there saying, if you try to reach the main office, you could actually die. Do you know that? Then Manager Kim shouted, move! They still didn't move, so with just 2 punches, Manager Kim defeated them. Then another group called the PH group. Their vice head confronts Manager Kim. As we can see, Manager Kim has defeated the entire crew, and then that vice head attempts to throw a right-hand punch at Manager Kim, saying, you've beaten so many people, but you've left your chin wide open. He thought he could beat Manager Kim, but Manager Kim deflected his punch with just his fingers, then threw punches at him, rotating him in the air. He said, keep your mouth shut and get out of my way. And after saying this, Manager Kim landed a punch on his face, sending him flying into the main office. Everyone is panicked in there. They thought police is here, but no, it's our Manager Kim, and he's very angry right now. But Manager Kim entering the main office, visibly angry, but of course they don't take him seriously. Manager Kim looks around and notices the head and the phone in his pocket belonging to Minji. Suddenly a gangster approaches Manager Kim, but he defeats him with just 1 attack. 2 more gangsters tried to attack Manager Kim, but with 1 punch each, he defeated them as well. The head of crew was just watching all of this when Manager Kim stepped in front of him and asked about the phone. The gangster replied, oh, this phone? Let me see. It's from the girl I met last night. She was so tasty. Was she your daughter? Manager Kim is way too angry now. At first, he was desperately looking for his daughter, and now that he has found her mobile phone, the guy is yapping some nonsense. So what does Manager Kim do? He do this to him, but he still won't stop. He's still punching him. Hansu is also here. Then he puts the pen between his fingers and kicks his hand. Trust me, this is so painful. I experienced it in school. Manager Kim beat him so much, but Hansu stopped him, saying he might die, and that what he said was a lie. Manager Kim listened to Hansu and said, oh, so he's lying, huh? Let me take out more pens. What are you saying? You never met my daughter, huh? The leader says, yeah, I never met her, but how did he get the phone? We learn that there are people in his gang who steal mobile phones, then hack them, and that's how they got all the devices. Last night he got Minji's phone because it was unlocked, and he found out that Minji only called 1 person, which is her dad. They all laugh at her, saying she only calls her dad, and this is when he accidentally clicks the call button, which is how Manager Kim receives the call. Manager Kim then asks him what he means by saying she only calls one person, and they explain that she only has one contact in her mobile named Dad and another number for a friend, though she's not a real friend. She only contacts Minji when she needs money. After listening to this, Manager Kim realizes many things. This is the moment when Minji left and said she was going to stay at her friend's house. Then there is another flashback where Manager Kim asks Minji, "So who are you going on the trip with?" She tells him about the same friend and mentions that her mom is going to drop them off at the location. Manager Kim thought she was a good friend of Minji, but that's not the truth. He also read the chats and realized that this girl is just taking advantage of Minji. In fact, that gangster even said, "Forgive me, but I think that girl is using your daughter as a tool." Then we see Minji's flashback, where this is the girl Minji calls her friend, and right now she is asking Minji for her mobile phone. She's asking for her mobile to call her boyfriend, although Minji doesn't want to give it to her. The girl says, "Give me your mobile because we're friends, right?" Minji replies, "Friends?" And the girl responds, "Yeah, and friends can lend each other their mobiles, right?" So Minji gives her the mobile. While leaving, they make fun of Minji, but she is happy about it, even if it's based on a lie, although she doesn't realize it's a lie. The flashback ends, and Manager Kim is very angry right now because he didn't know about all this. Now he realizes how lonely his daughter actually is. Manager Kim feels terrible because Minji has no real friends.